Hello everyone, it's me, NYSE Einstein from the Florida New York Stock Exchange inside Vershoff 2018, January 8th market. You know what, for the most part I have to admit, man, everything was pretty much green. It was a down day this morning, sort of a pause of consolidation off of record highs for the first week of January, all across the board last week, hitting all records across the board. Net, what do we see usually at these points is, if there's not a reason to go up and there's not a reason to go down, we're going to consolidate, we're going to flatline, maybe see some pullback a little bit in the pause. That's what we saw in the morning, but it really did not last. As we've seen consecutively over the last number of months, if there's really no reason to sell them off, and even those times have been ended up buy sides at the end of the day, when we tend to drift downward from super highs into sort of a mediocre, anemic opening on a Monday like this, people sit around, wait for bargains, buy the market once back up. We went from lower left to upper right and closed at the high of the day. Dow was small red, but that's about it. Russell up 2, Spiders up 5. Oil once again up 50 cents at the $62 level. Transport's up 100. So there were obviously a couple of down stocks which kept this thing down. I don't really know what they were, but net at the end of the day, while this may feel like a lackluster kind of a day, which in fact it really was, I think it's important to note that net at the end of the day, by the end, we were in green territory pretty much across the board. I believe the Russell and the S&P closed at record highs, perhaps even the NASDAQ. The transport's almost at 11,000. It's a 1,000-point move in, I don't know, another 4 weeks as well as the Dow moving to its record highs. It really seems that embedded in this tax cut is the gift that keeps on giving. It just seems like that we're talking about, you know what, look, it's thousands of pages long. I don't believe anyone's really read it. I don't even know if people understand it. The numbers seem significant. Repatriation of money to the U.S. seems like a big deal. Corporate tax cuts across the board for companies, for earnings and whatnot are obviously positive, and more positive than we even know, because people are buying this valuation, real numbers, real money. We talk about it all the time. Okay, net at the end of the day, from my work today and what I've heard some smart people talk about is that so where are the speed bumps left in this thing? Are we going to get some crazy dislocation out of Washington? We've seen it. I don't know if we've seen the worst of it, but it doesn't seem to be impacting the market. Are we going to see the economy grow and interest rate and unemployment drop faster than expected, and that's going to cause them to boost the time frame on raising interest rates, and that could be a little bit of a speed bump? That's a possibility. The long rate, somebody told me about that. I don't really know anything about the long rate, so I'm not sure about that. Inflation, perhaps. Net at the end of the day, this market seems like it still wants to be bought. It seems like it's still strong. It's finding deep foundation in the 25,000s in the Dow. The S&P's trading at record highs, and there's people sitting around waiting to buy some stock, right? Dow stocks are up, everything's up. So stick with the market. Let's see how January pans out. It's a fascinating time, right? I think more will be revealed. Open the onion, peel it, and see what we get back. On a daily basis, we're seeing strength. We're not seeing weakness. We're not even seeing pause or consolidation. We're just seeing strength and a market that's forging on. Looking for bargains, some GE, some tech. I don't know. People are buying them. It's crazy. Beginning of week 2, 2018. It's beginning to look like Christmas anymore, everyone. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.